Welcome to another episode of Shaw Sports and Faith, SSF, and today is a sports-based topic. What I'm talking about today is Aaron Rodgers the key to a Steelers Super Bowl run? Yes, sir. You heard it right. Is Aaron Rodgers the key to a Steelers Super Bowl run? Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. To me, he's probably in the top 5 list of greatest QBs ever to play in the NFL. He has a strong arm. He can make every throw on the field. He is accurate. He reads defenses well. He is good at avoiding throwing interceptions. He has wonderful pocket presence. He has been good at creating more time with his moves in the pocket, and in the past, get you some yards with his feet. He has 4 MVP trophies. He is a 10-time Pro Bowl member. He's also a 4-time All-Pro. He has 1 Super Bowl ring, and he has won a Super Bowl MVP. Yo, the dude is great. He is 41 years old, and of course, he is not in his peak. He didn't play well as people thought he should last season with the Jets. He threw for almost 4,000 yards, threw 28 touchdowns, and he threw 11 interceptions. Solid numbers for a little above average quarterback, but not for Aaron Rodgers, who has been extraordinary. You have to keep this in mind. He is older and past his prime. He also played for the Jets, and very few quarterbacks play well for the Jets. I mean, they are the Jets. Now, I hope that changes with Justin Fields, but I digress. The Steelers have won 6 Super Bowls. The last one was in 2009 when the Steelers defeated the Arizona Cardinals in a thriller game. That was 16 years ago. That was the last time Mike Tomlin won a Super Bowl. Mike Tomlin has led the Steelers to playoff appearances every year. Lately, the Steelers has been getting put out of the playoffs in the first round. Mike Tomlin, I believe, has been feeling the heat due to early exits in the first round. I believe he feels he has to win now. He, as well as the GM of the Steelers, are feeling the heat. They are a little desperate. I thought they had their quarterback of the future with Justin Fields, but for some reason, they didn't believe in him. They also had Russell Wilson. They didn't believe in him. Russ is only about 35 years old. He's a future Hall of Famer and still have something left in the tank. The Steelers has had a real good defense. TJ Watt led the Steelers defense and was one of the best defensive players in the league. The problem was their offense. George Pickens was their best receiver. He is young and he is talented. He was a little bit of a diva though, but a good receiver, and he's good in getting better. He was the only weapon at receiver. They had a solid running back in Najee Harris. They lacked a good enough offensive line to protect the quarterback and open up lanes for the running back. Their play calling on offense could have been better as well. With the offense failing to put up points, they forced the defense to stay on the field, and the defense would get tired out, in which they would eventually give up points. The offense being so bad for the Steelers is the reason why they have lost games and not advanced farther in the playoffs. This upcoming season, the Steelers traded for DK Metcalf, who is a young, talented receiver who is fast, strong, and dude can play. Then they decided to trade Pickens in a head-scratcher move. He and DK would have been one of the best receivers core in the league. The Steelers, I assume, didn't want to deal with his ridiculous antics anymore. The Steelers did get a solid tight end in Jonnu Smith. They beefed up their defense even more with the addition of Jalen Ramsey, who has been an all-pro corner in this league and probably is a future Hall of Famer. He looked as if he's fallen off some. He's only 30, so we will see if he bounced back this season. They picked up Darius Slay, who has been an all-pro corner in this league, but he is 34 years old. Can he still defend at a star level? The Steelers drafted a running back and some more defensive players. Are these guys enough to improve upon their 10-7 record last season? The Steelers signed Aaron Rodgers with the hopes of winning it all this season and also mentoring their rookie quarterback, Will Howard, to prepare him for the future. Aaron, as I said earlier, is older and not in his peak. He still has that strong arm, that accuracy, the ability to read defense, and pocket presence. He is not as good as he once was in the past at extending plays with his feet. He is 41 years old. In order for Aaron Rodgers to be successful at this point in his career, he needs good protection from his offensive line, a good running back to hand the ball off to take the pressure off him and free him up for the play action. He also needs a good tight end to pass the ball to open it up for the receivers. He also needs some really good receivers to be able to get open with their route running and catching the ball with their great hands. Well, they seem to answer it a little bit by getting the tight end that they got in a trade. Of course, they got DK Metcalf, who's a number one receiver, and they drafted a few running backs and kind of beefed up their offensive line a little bit. So I think they should improve upon their offense, especially with having Aaron Rodgers, who is one of the greatest quarterbacks, of all time. The Steelers have the defense, but I still question, do they have enough offensive talent to win it all? I'm not hot on the Steelers offensive line. Like I said, they improved it, but I don't know if it's enough. They have picked up some running backs, but I don't know if it's enough. And they have, like I said, only one true, a number one receiver, but I don't know about a number two. So to answer the question, no, Aaron Rodgers will not help the Steelers win it all this year, in my opinion. It is too much talent in the AFC, and the Steelers don't have the talent to compete with the Ravens, Bills, and the Chiefs. They added some, but not enough to me to compete with the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Ravens. The Steelers didn't put enough talent around Aaron Rodgers to me. The Steelers will be a better team because of Aaron's greatness and, like I said, a few off-season acquisitions. They will be a very competitive team this season. I believe the Steelers will finish this season with a record around 11-6 and be very competitive in the playoffs. But they won't win a Super Bowl, though. I don't know if that'll be enough to keep Mike Tomlin with his job, but he hopes so. We will see. They got to play it out on the field. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. And as I always end the video on a positive note by saying peace and love.